local recording. Bam. All right, guys. Puka back here for another video while I'm just setting up your awesome thing right here. And the game has started. I think that's good. Alright, so he's now allied fake jaedong, or it's Sai-Sai spawning in the bottom right as the orange or yellow Zerg that I'm gonna have to switch off, and then spawning in the bottom left as whatever Protoss it is, whatever color it is, Janhoon. If you want to translate these people's names, guys, Janhoon means fighting spirit, oddly enough. Oh, what's the math? Hold on. That's moderate circuit breakers, okay. I just went back to where we were, so it's okay. So now Janhoon is red. Oh my god, he's even red on on Protoss. And then Sai-Sai or fake jaedong is yellow, according to the minimap. So we're going by. Feel free, guys, to use the chat. I will respond to anything that you guys want to talk about. I'm not the most knowledgeable person, but I do try. And I want to see Sai-Sai win. I kind of have a thing for Zergs. In Zerg versus Protoss, I honestly just don't see Zergs winning a lot of them, and I like to see how equal level or equal high level players like Sai-Sai and fake jaedong Sai-Sai slash fake jaedong versus Janhoon. How does Sai-Sai win? Currently, though, I mean, Sai-Sai has gone standard and has gone Ling All-In. Hasn't worked either way. Janhoon is unbreakable. Currently, at least. I don't know how it's going to go down, but we shall see. So, Gateway going down for Janhoon right now. Gas going down. So, what is he doing? Does he realize he's going against a Zerg, not a Terran? I hope Janhoon realizes that. Janhoon should realize that. I really hope that Janhoon realizes that he's going against a Zerg who's 9 pooling. Or 12 pooling. No, 9 pooling. No, wait. Click on the stat. That was a 9 pool. No, that could have been 12 pool. That could have been an overpool. Never mind. Screw it. I don't even know. A pool before hatch build is the importance of what we're trying to navigate. Alright, so Cybercore going down as well. I mean, he's like teching. He's teching to something. I mean, unless he's really going 2-gate goon range, which would be ridiculous against Zerg. Which he'd probably just lose this game outright if he's going to do that build, in my opinion. But he's teching to something. I'm going to guess DTs. Or Robo with support bay. I mean, either or are applicable, are plausible, rather. The reason why I say that DTs, for one, because Sai-Sai is not going to have Overlords generally in their base this early on. They're going to be for scouting. But something should go into Sai-Sai's mind and be like, dude, you have a Zealot at your main base, dude. You only have one. Alright, and he's not showing us the tech because our commentator friend is awesome. Is that one Soul Zealot? No, I was gonna say, if that one Soul Zealot could stop. Alright, Stargate. Okay, so, never mind. I've seen this build, not as common. It's kind of like getting rid of the Forge FV build and just going strictly into Corsair. And apparently Janhoon loves Corsair. The guy loves this in this matchup. And it's not, I mean, Corsairs are great. They send off Overlords, they supply block your opponent, and fantastic stuff happened from there. But to hatch Hydra, apparently. Oh, and by the way, I never updated the overlay. Electric Circuit is the map. No. Okay, so we're gonna have three hatch Lurker. Sir. Okay. Oh, and I'm also really mad because apparently, other than the fact that we have Lings in the main base of Janhoon right now, it's really not that important. I just hope Sai wins. That's my goal. But I'm biased. And by no means I have no grudge against John Hoon at all. 3-hatch Lurker, though. It's an interesting move. It's not as common as a build. It's viable. It can definitely make speed lot timings. It's pretty much like a hard counter to that. If you really have difficulty dealing with that, then that is not a bad way to deal with it. But like I said, though, pretty much the build that John Hoon's going for, other than faster tech in general, is that I can't really show you in the in-game time because we don't have one, obviously, because it's a VOD that's already streamed and recorded and they just don't use an in-game timer. But this allows them to get the tech out, because pretty much what John Hoon's been doing is that he cut off the Forge FE, cut off the Forge, and then immediately went for Stargate, and then put down the Citadel, and then whatever tech he wants to go from there. He's not, I think he just put down the Expo. It's kind of more or less to get your tech out a little bit more map presence, a little bit faster. It's not as economic. I guess you could say it's more all in, even though it's not really. But you're pretty much just teching a lot off of one base. It's pretty much what it ends up being, versus having 2 base tech. And normally you don't get upgrades with the Corsair and +1, generally. But even, as you can see, though, it ends up being the same build anyway. You just swap the timings. Like, he's gonna have a faster DT than he would initially have. He would have a faster Corsair than he would initially have. The Ling's gonna be scouting it. I mean, it's not all in. It just gets out its tech a little bit faster. And we have a lot of Lings coming in here. He's gonna have to cancel, yeah. Unless John Hoon can get the DT to do it. Actually, the DT should be the savior here. There's not gonna be an Overlord in position right here. Lings are just dying. He's doing a very nice positioning. Oh my goodness, look at the micro from John Hoon right there. A lesser player, like me, would just die. Would honestly just die to that. So, you know, it's just these kind of like sad things from Sai. He's just not getting a break against John Hoon, and it's not like this game's based on luck. It's just, you know, skill. I mean, John Hoon's just really, really nice. It reminds me of LRM game, him versus I forget who he played in the Shimmy Rush Week, but those players. I mean, LRM game. Well, I'll talk about this later. A lot of Lings are coming in here again, trying. Oh, they might get a lot of probe kills right here. Be nice, but again, I don't think he's gonna really get that. Sai's luck has been pretty lackluster this series right now, and I'm not really sure if it's gonna do too well. More Lings are coming in here. Sai loves to go with this like mass Ling style, getting a Ling right in the main base right here. I think it might just be enough to break down John Hoon. John Hoon might have just been. Oh, he's gonna get the Templar snipe as well. But there is no Overlord in position to deal with it. But taking a lot of casualties, and probably in the process, more Lings are coming in here. DT's gonna try to clean him up, but he's getting a crap ton of probe kills. This might be the break that Sai needs to really go on from this. But remember, guys, Sai still have a 2 base. Sai still have a 2 base. Doesn't have really like a lot of an answer. Probably the best thing would be two hatch beta. I mean, I want to say Sai's all in on this. And with the addition of 2 Dark Templar on the ramp, I'm not really sure if a Ling bust is really gonna work too much. He has Hydras. He never used Lurker though, which is surprising. But he definitely needed the Hydra Den to really attack these floating blue pulsars of death known as Corsair. That's pretty much the whole reason why I probably got the Hydra Den. Which is somewhat contradictory to why he would go 2 hatches. Then I guess he just planned accordingly. I guess he was just like, you know, I saw an opening, like I'm gonna go mass Ling. And that's what a smart player does. It's just, in this case, John Hoon's way too smart or way too good to lose from a Ling all in. He's just that good. And that's why the Chinese people are just that good. Mutalisks are out though from Sai again, trying to make these things work. 1 Corsair available. This is again another break that really never happened in game 2. But I mean, he's gonna be getting here before the cans are done. I don't think he can kill off all the cans before they finish. He's gonna go for it. He should just go for the probe line. More Mutalisks are starting to rally their ways in here, guys. Yowza. Alright. Looks like, yeah, this is... Well, actually, it looks like he's done a decent amount of damage. Archon morphing, though, can make it very difficult. We'll see how Sai-Sai's Mutamicro stacks up to that, or his splitting against it. Oh, one hit, but he is split it up a little bit. He's going to be going back in the ball. He needs to split. Nice split right there. Very nice split. I like that. I like that micro a lot. But he's taking a lot of casualties to take out one Archon. Not to mention that... But the benefit of these Mutalisks, though, what is actually really, really nice, is that he's killing off tech that's all in one group area. Not only that, the Dark Archon this early, wow, he's gonna Maelstrom. But the problem, though, is, the way I see this, though, is because that the mutas are right in the tech of everything, he's doing a lot more damage than what normal mutas do. We have a lot of links following this up as well by Sai-Sai. But Sai-Sai's in the production. He can kill off the Corsair immediately when they spawn. He even has Scourge already in position. He does see the 3 cannons. He probably should immediately go there and kill those off because cannons are very, very good against Mutalisks. Again, he's just going to be able to just kill off these single Corsairs. Single Corsairs are really not that great against Mutalisks. When they're in packs, when they do their splash damage, yes, they're very good. By the way, 10 minutes have passed in-game, if you were wondering. Ooh. He's trying to get a Maelstrom so he can Storm. Oh, will he get it? Ah, no, he's not going to have enough energy for it. He's 92. Yeah, no. But Maelstrom is trying to complete, though. He didn't even have Maelstrom available. Maelstrom's trying to desperately go up. I mean, that's something that that's something he's investing in. That's something he really needs to have going for him. And, oh, man, this is getting tough. All right. Sai-Sai's going for it. Maelstrom, okay, he does have it done. He has 110 energy. He is getting Twilight Templar in the mix right here. It looks like the Maelstrom definitely should have finished right here. Maelstrom just has finished. These mutas are in a ball. Does he have enough for Storm right now? He doesn't, though. So he's going to have to wait for his Maelstrom. I'd also like to acknowledge, though, that Sai-Sai is not taking an expo behind all this. To note. Again, thus the all-in that we've seen from Sai-Sai. Can Jhan hold this? I mean, he's holding by the skin of his teeth, guys. It's so close. More links. This might be game. I don't... DT's back with no Overlords. DT's... Oh, Maelstrom. Oh, beautiful Maelstrom. Going to obliterate the Mutalisks. I think Jhan just got himself back in this game. Highlight of the week, Maelstrom Storm. Like, that's how you use it. Now, of course, High Templar, the Dark Archon's probably going to die. He has 200 HP left, or 100, pretty much 100 HP left. So 2 base versus 1 base pro. I guess, looking at Sai-Sai's perspective right here, Sai-Sai still have a 2 base. That being said, versus a 1 base Protoss. But this Protoss now has a Maelstrom, now has an Archon with Storm. This is like a muta-proof base. Other than the fact of the mineral line. But that's just going to be run risk of getting Maelstrom now. Now, of course, he doesn't have the energy for Maelstrom at the moment being. He's going to kill off this Nexus. Probably going to try to kill off any more tech. Which is a smart move. He should probably expand, which he is doing that at the 9 o'clock, or 3 o'clock, excuse me. And I think, honestly, Sai-Sai's getting a little bit worried, though, about another Maelstrom going down, because he cannot really afford to lose that many Mutalisks right now. Very interesting game, though. I mean, Sai-Sai, this is how Chinese OSL should be played. Definitely, I would recommend this VOD to anyone. By the way, the chat is completely open for anyone that wants to do that. But anyway. Oh, nice Maelstrom. Goodbye, Mutalisks. They do start eventually to separate, but the splash damage on air, oh my god. Every single Mutalisk just died on that single Archon. Will he click on the Archon? How many kills? 18 kills on that single Archon. Now, a lot of those might have been Lings. But, I mean, there must have been at least a dozen Mutalisks that just died right there. I mean, for all it's worth, Jhan is an amazing player. Let's just say it that way. Jhan, man, I mean, this guy has a lot of potential. Jhan. he's defending one base against like three base now Zerg. It's quite phenomenal. Granted, I mean the circumstances might not be as great for some other players where they might be off one base and they have not a Dark Archon and they don't have, you know, 2 Archon with Storm available. But I mean, it's, you know, it reminds me of like a UMS map, like not a specific one, but like a UMS map where you're like, how long can you survive with like these units against the Swarm, and just like you get like points from like how long you last for, like you try to beat your best time, like that kind of thing where you have limited energy, you have cost-effective units, it's just not how you use that energy to defend yourself, like that kind of stuff, or like going through a campaign mission with like limited units, like you can't build more units. Kind of reminds me of that, except like John Hoon's like kind of playing that game right now against Sai. Except Sai is an actual player and he's playing a pretty damn good game. He's just, I'm not gonna go like bitch about Sai's play because I mean Sai's splitting has been good. Splitting Mutalisks effectively every time you see a Dark Archon is just APM totaling completely, and maybe you'd rather, you know, spend that actually pressing the SM button to make more Mutalisks, or SH, or SZ, or SD, or SO to make whatever unit you want to make as Zerg. 15 minutes of attack. Pass. So, John Hoon still have a 2 base. And now this is the tricky part for Zerg. Does he expand willy-nilly, or does he try to make more units? He's getting Lurker-esque. No, he's getting Lurker now. He's more of a Lurker. And wow, this is a ballsy move. John is going to be pushing out 2 Archons. Again, this looks like that's something what a UMS map would give you, like, you know, 10 Zealots, 2 Archon, 1 Dark Archon, 2 Eye Templar. I mean, this is like iconic UMS style. It's like, how can you cost-effectively use this? And in this case, it's like this. John Hoon's going for it. And he's like, he's going to be ballsy and going to attack into a Lurker line. Oh, hold position. This is going to be bad. This is going to be really bad for John Hoon. Oh, nice. Nice hold position micro from jaedong. From Sai. And another Maelstrom. Not the best. Didn't catch all of them, but can't complain. Can't complain at all. And this did fend off the push, though. And again, it's just kind of like the balls that John Hoon has in this game. It's like, you know what? I'm good enough. Oh, no, buddy. If you lose that High Templar, he's not going to have another one. Oh, nice Storm. But one thing I did learn, though, from Hacklebeast, and if Hacklebeast is in this thing, maybe streaming out of the 14 people that are in here, I don't know. But I did learn something from the guy. If you're a Zerg getting stormed, or if Zerg is being stormed with Mutalisks, you never want to turn away. You never want to go the opposite direction. You want to go towards, because the Mutalisks will decelerate, will turn around, decelerate, then re-accelerate, going backwards while they would continue to accelerate forward. So just something to note. Yeah, that's all I really want to say. But Sai though is not in like the best position I'd like him to be in. You know, he's only have 3 bases, and after like containing him off of 1 base, I mean, I guess it goes back to the fact, like, you know, all in. I mean, it just takes so long to recuperate from that, from going from an all in, from like a Ling all in, then following up with like a bunch of Mutalisks into Lurker Tech, into taking an expansion. It just takes a long time. And the fact that how defensive that Sai is being now, and how aggressive John Hoon is being, and how ballsy he is, and how good he is going in here and just going to take this base down, in my opinion. And Mutalisks coming back to help. Nice Storm going down again. I think he double stormed that, but that was because he wanted to kill off the Lurker, so it wasn't necessarily a mishap. This is Sai. No. No, just no. This is terrible. So much Zerg is just dying. And I was hoping that Sai was going to be in a much better situation than this. I'm not gonna say he's out of this game, but things are looking pretty desperate for the guy. I mean, I'm feeling very desperate for Sai right now, or Jaedong, or fake Jaedong. Again, you probably should call him fake Jaedong, because it says like, I don't even know what his username in game is actually, but nonetheless. On a side note, Gambit Cup, I believe, spoiler alert by the way, for Gambit Cup, I believe China didn't win. According to Hacklebeast, they didn't win week number 2, and I'm pissed. Because Hacklebeast didn't win, because CN didn't win, I'm really moderately pissed off right now. I was like, my favorite team! No, and also, by the way, Sai just lost another mouthful of Mutalisks. And John Hoon has somehow retaken a third base. Has found enough goons to attack Sai. Doesn't look like he's gonna enough to break through this, but well, look at this though. John Hoon doesn't have a lot of high-tech units that he initially had. Now he's getting more off of like not of a Dark Archon. Now he's more off of a Goon Templar mix, and Templar of course are good. But this, but 3 Thungans are hard to break through for Protoss, and I will quote Elegant as him being a B- Protoss player. He said it's like I think he said quote a bitch to go through like a Sim City with a lot of Thungans in there, end quote. I think. So putting that in perspective, I mean it is difficult to go through like 5 Thungans worth of stuff. It's just not the easiest thing to do. That being said, this has been a pretty entertaining game. It's been a complete swap, and Sai is. It has not been 30 minutes. I can tell you that for sure. It has not been 30 minutes in this game. But I will tell you, though, is that, well, I am not feeling good for Sai right now, or Jaedong. Sai, obviously, just put it in perspective. Look at the characters on the overlay. What 2 characters are the same? So, thus the same pronunciation versus the one that says John Hoon under it. Because I didn't say, but I put John Hoon under that because of the reasoning that John Hoon is his actual name. So nice Mutalisk harass right here. So Muta control by a Sai is not bad. Very, very nice. Cleaning up that mineral line though is very, very nice as well. Don't really know how many. Oh, storm dodging there. But again, see how fast those Mutalisks accelerated away from that because they were moving away. It's just something to help out if you have difficulty storm dodging. Probably the best way to storm dodge. 4th base going up for John Hoon. No 3rd base coming up for Sai. Sai's desperately trying to kill off these High Templar. He does get one, doesn't get the second one, sadly. Yeah, I don't really know what Sai can do. He has Mutalisks, but it's not. Mutalisks are harassed units. They're not meaty units. The best thing I could say is take this Mutalisk flock, get Greater Spire, Storm completely missing right there, and just hope Guardian and just try to work. Now, of course, I know the end result of that, because then, of course, they're coming out and then you're dead, but honestly speaking, I think Guardian Transition is the best way for him to attack that army head-on. I didn't say he was going to win with it, I'm just saying the best way for him to deal with this. Harassing's great, but it doesn't answer the army at the front door. And nice storm dodging, though. Still very nice storm dodging. I'm doing a good number on the mineral line, though. I mean, that's definitely something you would give Sai for this whole, like, so far, for the best of 5, has been this. Mutalisk control has been, pretty on par. I mean, game 2, he didn't really get to show it off. Game 1 was short. Or the game 2, that was really short. I don't even remember. After casting, like, 20 games in one day, you tend to forget what... I only remember the iconic games. But I've been casting, I think, for about 5-6 hours now, but it's been entertaining. Alright, and this has been Group C. I think it's like, what? Group E, I think, is the max? Maybe it goes down to Group F. Maybe. I doubt it. It's round of 8. No, it goes down to Group D. So, round of 4 should be starting soon. I wonder how Calihead's going to be. I need to figure out when Calihead's going to update that on us. I will continue to give you as much Chinese OSL coverage as I possibly can. But, well, it looks like actually Sai has broken through the contain. I'm not sure if it's going to matter, but it will allow for the Swarm to get a better surround. I mean, that's definitely something. I mean, Zergs have a very difficult time with choke points, you know, for a reason. Is that they can't get surround on the Protest army. And it doesn't only happen in that regard for more surface area for the Lings. It allows for more surface area for the Lings to get around from Zealots. Because Zealots you're not going to have as many Zealots as you're going to have Lings. Well, this is a nice counter push from Sai. He's going to maybe take out this 9 o'clock. Maybe not. At the expense of losing everything. And there's a GG by Sai. It has been, well, it's a disappointment. You guys seen it here. Another 3-0. I mean, this has been a pretty one-sided round of 8. And obviously I'm not playing, so I can't press OK. So that will conclude this, guys. Anything in the chat? How do you say, how Yoshi is how you say it in Chinese. Or you say it like this. How Yoshi. That's probably like, that's the way I know good game, but there might be a more iconic way to say it, but how Yoshi would be the direct way to say it in Chinese. That being said, you know, guys, there isn't much else for me to talk about, other than the fact that it has been real. Mario, hi Yoshi, Mario. What are you guys saying? I don't even know. Well, the VODs will be up on YouTube, guys. CSOL coverage by Puka. Maybe if you guys want to co-cast sometime, I'd be totally fine with that. Maybe I can get a co-caster on. I tend to do this very late in the night, so I'm not really sure how many co-casters are going to be on. And when school starts, I'm not going to be able to do it this late, so it might be like a day after when the actual initial coverage starts. But, yeah, guys, we'll be, I'll be out of your way. I'll be out of your hair. Guys, thanks for watching. Well, iCup StarCraft TV, but more specifically, Chinese OSL. It's been real. It's been fun. Puka signing out. And no problem, guys.